All right, hey everybody. It's day 29 now. So I believe I last left you at, I think, day 22, 23, something like that, about a week ago. And so just want to give some updates and sort of, I think some concluding thoughts on the elemental diet and its experience for me. So I believe the last time I recorded a video was I was feeling very good. I had some tapioca boba that I shouldn't have had, and I was sort of wondering what might happen next. So eventually I did have a bowel movement because I hadn't for a couple of days. And not to get weird or gross, but it was great. It was good. It sank, it didn't float, it seemed healthy, etc. After that, however, a lot of the symptoms started coming back. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know, and it was concerning, obviously, for motility that stayed for 4 or 5 days. After that, had a few more bowel movements that were more mucousy and more like before. Still sinking though. The following day, then stuff started floating again. And also felt very bloated. And sort of the following day after that, and after that, just a lot of the symptoms started coming back, from bloating to feeling a little more sluggish, a little more tired, or just like fuzzy brain, kind of unexpected or unexplained. But then just when I would get kind of depressed and think, oh no, everything's coming back, I'd also have days where it'd get better again, actually. And the stool would improve, it would sink again, it would be more healthy, this and that. I've only had it affect my sleep a little bit, but it hasn't like woken me up in the middle of the night yet. So that's been pretty good. And yeah, I've been trying to just eat healthy. It was, originally I was just eating rice and chicken coming off of this, and that was just tough past a couple of days. And so I've introduced, slowly then I introduced some veggies, like mushrooms and things, and some like leaf greens. Anyway, just 2 days ago would have been day 27. So, we're a full 2 weeks of eating solid food although I extended my shake to about day 18. I did introduce dairy as well. So I've had some yogurt, this kind of thing. I've reintroduced coffee, but generally just black coffee. One latte I've had, and then some black coffee with cane sugar. I've been trying to be really conscious about avoiding corn syrup. So really trying to limit corn syrup, this kind of thing. But otherwise, I'm sort of just trying to enjoy life again and not be too worried about it, because I was still losing weight and not eating much. And, the symptoms were already coming back again. So I don't know if there's something with bile acid that's beyond me. I don't know if the bacteria can just survive for so long and it's coming back. I don't know how much having that boba early on. And then also, so that was like day 18, and I think day 22, I had like a cookie, something like this. I don't know if that just totally screwed it up and it was like too early for that kind of sugary bread stuff, starchy stuff. I don't know, but yeah, so here it is. So like 2 days ago was like really bad. Yesterday was actually like pretty good, and today I feel okay. For a while, my energy was like really good. I mean, I didn't need to sleep more than 4 or 5 hours. Now I kind of pushed it. I kind of got back into work and working too much. So now I've been kind of feeling tired again. Again, I don't know if that's symptoms returning or just lack of sleep for a couple of days. So I've been sleeping more again. But trying to get more consistent, more regular, trying not to worry so much about what I eat, but still enjoy life. But just be more in touch about eating healthy, and just not eating processed foods, and hope that will work out. So yeah, there's still, like, sometimes the stool is bad and floaty, and sometimes it's good and sinks and healthy. And then also the way I feel and the way everything else is kind of connected to that. One last interesting thing, my breath has been low. I mean, this entire time, it's still low. It's like very small on the hydrogen and 0 on the methane, and it does smell better. So I think that is a positive, and that is a direct outcome of the elemental diet, I would say. I also know that some of these things just take time, and you can't correlate one meal to one bad day. I've heard from Dr. Pimentel, right, and other doctors that sometimes you have to think weeks at a time, and the gut just moves slowly, both in its healing and everything. So I'm hoping there's still progress, but yeah, to be honest, some of these days I've actually been pretty disappointed or depressed or frustrated because it just felt like everything's going back so quickly. And, you know, to just have such a small window of that was pretty discouraging. And that's part of why I didn't make a video. So these last couple days I haven't made videos because I wasn't feeling well, and also like wasn't sure what to say, if it's good or bad, and it's kind of up and down. So now I'm just sort of concluding, well, there's good and bad, and that's where it is. And just hopeful for what's next. So yeah, if there's any more meaningful updates, I'll keep you posted, but I think this is it for now. All right, good luck. If any of you are going through this, please leave comments, let me know, and best health to everybody. I should add, you know, after those days where I think the gut was trying to wake up and it was like 5 days before a bowel movement, now my motility does seem better, because that's another thing I was concerned if the motility was slowing down. And so at least some stool every day, which is good. Some of it still feel, again, like less than it should, and it's I think getting slowed down, but then other times it feels fine and normal. Yeah, so just to add that. One last kind of update. So today is Wednesday, day 31 since I started the elemental diet. And since it was 18 days of elemental diet, this is now like day 13 of reintroducing food. So almost two weeks of reintroducing solid food. Yeah, just wanted to add, as in the previous video, things kind of been like up and down. But recently, actually, things have been like pretty good. So I've kind of had like 3 days of almost no symptoms, still a little bit, but almost no. And what can I say? The stool is better, and it's like kind of consistent once a day, like in the morning, like how you'd expect, how you'd hope. And that's pretty great. So I'm hoping that will continue. I don't know if this has anything to do with that at all, but over the last 3 days, because my breath test had finally spiked, actually, I had a high, not high, but about a medium hydrogen test, which is the first time since doing this whole thing. Still zero methane, but kind of higher hydrogen. I was a little concerned, so I did start taking antibiotics, like a herbal antibiotic, not a prescription, just to try to maybe kill that stuff and prevent it from growing back. So just kind of a quick update that the last 3 or 4 days, I have added 2 things: the NAC Sustain, and like I mentioned, the sort of herbal antibiotic, which in this case is the biocidin. Anyway, it's a botanical antibiotic. And as I understand it, when you combine that with NAC, the NAC helps break up mucus and the membranes that sometimes protect these unhelpful bacteria, or the bacteria growing in the wrong place maybe. So I've been taking the 2 of that together for about 3 or 4 days. I don't know if that is related to the symptom relief of the last 3 or 4 days, but it is. I just wanted to note that. And I'll probably try to continue this for 30 days or something. And as of today, my breath test is low again, which is great. It was like 0.5 on the hydrogen, 0 methane. Again, this is just with my Food Marble at home test, but that's something. So yeah, it spiked a few days ago, and I kind of had symptoms that went along with that, and then now it's low again. So yeah. I should add, I think diet is part of this. I think besides the herbal antibiotics, or besides just the gut healing over time. But because I had some like agave syrup and stuff like that, I didn't realize it was high in fructose, and that, you know, maple syrup is better. So that may have been part of that spike. But otherwise, I think I've been eating pretty good. So, yep. Yeah, anyway, so whatever it is, I'm sure there's also, I know there's long-term effects of the elemental diet, and I think that is paying off, and that's beneficial. So I'm happy, I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, generally I'm still like sleeping pretty good. So yeah, here's hoping to continue progress, even though it wasn't like a straight line how I think, but I guess that's not how the gut works. And you know, there's all this stuff that's gotta clean itself out, and not just, you know, it's not just getting rid of the bad stuff, but it's having equilibrium and in the right place. So it's obviously a very complicated system. So I am thankful and really want to appreciate when it works right, and we all should. So all right, that's it. See ya.